Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to do the max DPS on Halondrus fight as a Ret Paladin. These are types of videos that I know people want to see. I haven't had a lot of footage from this tier to do these on, unfortunately. I've always wanted to do them on Mythic difficulty just in case the people watching are trying Mythic difficulty or whatever. But perhaps in the future I'll just do it from our heroic kills or something like that. That way I have all the footage early enough from the fights to kind of show here. So this is our prog kill here, our only kill because we extended afterwards. And so I won't be doing everything that I'm saying to do. So it's not a practice what you preach situation here. I'll be telling you what to do. Take a little bit more risks, in other words, to do max damage here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So at the beginning of the fight, if you have the jailer weapon, what you're going to notice is your soul fragment is going to be underneath the boss pretty much every time. This is an issue. If you can use your Blade of Justice on it, you can do that. You can use Hammer of Wrath on it. You can run in and melee it, but you'll take a lot of damage going that far underneath him. So I don't recommend that. So you want to hit it with some sort of ranged ability to take it out if you are using a jailer weapon. Just beware, it's going to be underneath the boss. Something you have to determine how you're going to handle right away. So you see the white lines, that's where the balls are going to be. If you don't know that, that's a really bright spot there. So if you don't know that, where those white lines were at, those white circles, let's go back right there. See these white circles everywhere? That's where the ball that the tank has to hit is going to be spawning. So you can be right next to it, whatever, but just know that at some point, the tank's gonna be aiming there to destroy the big moats or whatever. See the bomb next to me here. I'm in a little bit of an awkward spot here. So the tanks, I knew I didn't even really have to move. Now here's the thing. It's on mythic difficulty, I think only. So you're gonna see me running out. Let's go back just a little bit here. You're gonna see me running out. I'm just playing safely. Okay. So what you can do here with this circle that's coming in, remember how I mentioned you can run in and hit your fragment if you want to, like with a Crusader Strike or just auto attack. Okay, so when this thing's coming in, you can go inside and dodge on the inside. That way you can keep uptime on the boss. And in this case, you'd also be dropping your little earthquake thing under the boss, which is also fine. Come out on the other side and start DPSing there. This thing's moving as well, so there'll usually be some space like from the other person if they drop their earthquake thing. But yeah, if you want to max your DPS, you're going to want to keep your uptime up, not run out, run in, take a little bit of damage if you need to. If you're beating reclaim every time, which is what you're probably trying to do, is beat the reclaims, you can also just use your defensive, your shield of vengeance or whatever, and run in and do it that way as well if you're not going to get to reclaim anyways. And run in and do that. But you can definitely go inside here. That's not what I'm doing, but that's what I suggest to do if you want to do more damage. So you're going to see me run out, I believe. Yep, up and look at this. So I'm losing all kinds of globals. Then I go around it again, just losing all kinds of globals. So if you want to maximize your DPS, you just do an in move, probably drop your earthquake under the boss, and then just pop out. And you can use a defensive there if you need to. You can use, even if you use one global on healing yourself, that's still better than running out like the way I did. So now we have missiles. So you want to keep uptime as missiles as well. So you're going to see me playing these super safe and then going in. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad of one. But you can play the missiles even better than that. So with the missiles, what you kind of want to do is, again, you can drop these under the boss and like kind of strafe or back out and still be in range of the boss on the edge of your missile. That's probably one of the better ways to do it. Of course, you are going to take some extra damage that way. This is about doing max damage. It's not about helping your raid the most, right? If you want to do a lot of damage while not taking that risk, then you just want to drop it off at the last second towards the back and then go in as close as you can without taking damage, like all the way up to the edge of the blue stuff underneath Halondrus. You want to just drop it at the last second and go in. And you want to just min-max the seconds on that to really get the most damage there. So Here we go. We're going to relocate. Now, this is the hardest part for Ret. There's no great answer for this, unfortunately. You're going to want to have your Divine Steed talent, so you have 2 of them. That's definitely one answer. Now, you hope that your raid will spread out properly and not make you get off the boss so you can have uptime here. So you can see, on this one at least, raid does a pretty darn good job there, keeping the space underneath the boss. Have uptime, have uptime, have uptime. Okay, so right here, again, this is not for the best thing to help your raid necessarily, but to the left of Halondrus, you can see the thing is going to knock you back. You can get knocked back into this wall right to my right here, and keep a little bit more uptime on the boss instead of getting knocked all the way forward or whatever. And then Divine Steed up after that to catch up back up with him, because there's going to be another knockback that you want to make sure you aren't killed by. But that's one way you can do it. You can use walls to stop yourself from getting knocked off the edge, first of all, but from having to get knocked as far. This one, we'll see where he knocks back here. So I'm getting in front of him. Again, I'm playing it safe. For this one, maybe the wall on the left even would be a better job. But, you know, I get knocked off. It's not too bad. You could do either or on that, honestly. That wasn't too bad. That's about the best you're going to get, honestly. So, knocked into the wall, immediately back on him, 100% uptime. This is good. Phase 2 is just going to be phase 1, basically. So, there's not much to talk about. I might skip ahead here during phase 2, because it's just going to be phase 1 all over again. It's going to be the same things with the missiles. Go dodge in front. Min-max your Earthquake. Know what these white swirlies mean. Yeah, we'll skip phase 2, because it's just going to be more of the same. We already went over in phase 1. Okay, should be casting it anytime now. Relocation. Okay. So during this one I played hyper safe. We were towards the end of the night. I just wanted to get the boss killed. Um, but again, you want to have the same idea as the first intermission. Now here, right away, people are not making as much room. So I didn't lose a ton of time there. There's going to be a knockback, and just like the first one, you want to get back on the boss immediately. I don't think I'm able to here, because I think I'm just playing it safe. So I'm going to run away with this. I want to be on the boss right now. Okay, so this is not what you want to do. You want to push your way back onto that boss, even if you're in front of it, whatever. Leave the space open. I assume that'll be what your raid's plan is as well. But you want to get right back on the boss, not necessarily play it as safe as what I did. Make sure you watch where you're getting knocked here. You could get even. I was being super safe. I probably could have been a little bit more on the boss there. I could have got on the boss right now instead of being super safe. It's just about uptime. It's really, really simple for this one. Because of that intermission, it completely killed my parse. And one other thing, I was going to show you that completely kills my parse here. But that intermission was really bad. If you pay attention to that first intermission where I was on the boss pretty much the whole time, that second one, I'm being super safe and whatever. So heroes popped here already. This is very unfortunate for me because of what's about to happen. So you need to be aware of this as well. About what's about to happen here. So you see these brown swirlies, right? These are everywhere on me. I'm losing uptime during heroism. It's absolutely awful. So you want to be aware of that. If that happens to you, and again, you're just going for max damage. If that happens to you, you just want to go ahead and bubble and just keep going. Obviously, again, that's not good for your raid. That's not good for killing the boss. You might actually need your bubble for something important. But if that happens to you, where all those brown lines just somehow all spawn on you, you just want to go ahead and bubble through it and just keep DPSing at that point. Again, I'm going off the boss to hit these things, leaving room, doing everything early. That's fine. You do have to do that as a melee. You do have to do that on mythic difficulty a little bit. On heroic difficulty, you don't. You can pretty much just stay on the boss the whole time, and we just burn him down here. It's pretty easy. So, you're just gonna see more of the same here. I think I hit a few more balls and save that one. my horse, and then where we go. So the name of the game of Halondrus is about uptime. There's not much to say about it other than that. You do the rotation normally, and then you keep uptime on the boss. Keep uptime on the boss by going inwards instead of outwards, unless it's a last second thing where you go outwards and then right back in, to where you're only losing like maybe a global or so on the boss. It's all about uptime, staying on them during the intermission, making sure you have a spot to get back in. If you get knocked back, you want to get right back in on the boss and keep your uptime up. That's the whole story for Halondrus. Pretty simple boss, honestly. Yeah, mythic difficulty, we have the bombs, but pretty simple boss. Max damage, stay on him. Keep locked on him, and you'll do fine. As long as you do the rotation right, as long as you know everything else you're doing, if you stay on the boss, you'll do just fine. That's it for this one, guys. As always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel. Helps me out so much. And other than that, everybody, have a good one.